Alrighty beditey. Oh, the Starshipwright pledge drive is over. Hey everybody, sorry I'm running a little bit late. I will get going as we get going here. Let's transition on the advice. Hi, how you doing everybody? On the advice of a few of my patrons and readers, they said, "Hey Jeff, your audio quality needs work." So I have taken some steps for that. I've got my headset with a microphone on, and that should help a great deal. I've also changed my noise gate settings and put a compressor on it, if you're interested in that sort of technical thing. So here we are. And I've got my chat app up. I'm sorry I've run slow today. I am in the process of printing a bunch of the Prusa face shield pieces for medical face shields that I'm going to be sending to whoever needs them when I get them. And I started a print earlier this morning, and unfortunately it started coming off the bed as soon as it started printing the thing, so I had to start it all over again, and it takes a while to do that. So I didn't actually sit down here until 9:01 because I want to make sure these face masks print out properly so that they work well. Now, so if you'll bear with me for just a moment while I put my software up and together. I need to close down a bunch of stuff here. Let's see, let's quit that. And we can hide this. And I can, let's see, do I need that? Oh, yeah, I do. Actually, I'll, I see my friend Ian is here. Hi, Ian. How you doing, buddy? Hey-oh. All right, so, yeah, I'm printing my my Prusa face shields, and that's what got me started a little late today. Meanwhile, I need, let's maximize. No, I can't maximize that. That doesn't work. Sorry. Window. I want to exit full screen. How do I exit full screen? Oh, there it is. Exit full screen. Okay, sorry about that. I'm lost. So, let's see. Let's change to Cintiq plus Logitech for a moment so you can see what I'm up to. I have to post today's spaceship. I better do that before I do anything else. So, I go to my posts and to my drafts. I have a bunch of them set up already. Any day now. And okay, here we are. And so now I got to come up with a catchy name for this ship. Submaroonie. There, that'll work. Yep. I'm going to type this out. Yep, it's sort of like a submarine, but aren't a lot of spaceships? A lot of spaceships kinda like that. Let's see, this one incorporates elements of WW2 subs and the modern Russian Akula attack sub. It looks like. So now I need to get on with my live stream. So now I need to get on with my live stream, and I'm posting this come say hi on the stream. And that is for patrons only, published now. Hooray! All right. Okay, so that's today's spaceship sorted. And we will... Oh, I haven't even started ZBrush yet. I gotta start ZBrush. Come on, ZBrush. Boing, 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 boing. So let's see, do you, let me ask those of you who are here, do you like my webcam image? Do you think it would be better at the bottom? Or should I move it up to the top? Oops, hello ZBrush Live. Goodbye. I don't know. I like showing the spaceship there. I need to rework all my graphics, you know, in my massive amount of spare time. Give me a second here. Let's... not OBS. We need to go to ZBrush. File. Open. And that's not it. We're going to go to April. And April. And here we go. Zoom 3D. Yeah, here's a marvelous little thingamajiggy, which we... Oh yeah, Live Boolean. Live Boolean is great because that lets you subtract and add and intersect things. Here is where we ended up in last week's stream. And that's pretty much the entire structure of this ship, although I think I will need to add some... I'm going to need to add some structure under here, if you, hopefully you can see that. Oh, and now I need to switch to App plus Logitech. And we'll transition that in. Duke. And I had one of our new, fine new patrons from the Pledge Drive, Simon, asked me if I could put the sketch up on the left-hand side while I was doing this. I don't think I can today. Again, you know, I'm running slow. I had meant to do all the things you need to do that, but you know, I was not able to do it. So let's see now. We're gonna need some bracing for these curves here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I hope you can. I'll bring this in. This right here is not going to... Oh, here, I can just select it, right? No, I can't. Let's sit here. This area that I am selecting, that's not going to be, that's not going to print right if I don't put some support on it. So I'm going to zoom out, and I am going to do my usual thing. I'm actually going to turn off the guy because that's going to take cycles to process. I put them there for scale. Someone asked what the scale was, so I put that there. And so I need to support any angle that's greater or less than 50 degrees from vertical on this. I need to put something underneath so it'll print okay. So I am going to come to, let's see. Let me look at this. I need to look at my subtools. Sorry, hold on. And I also need to get my Cintiq pen. Which subtool am I going to put it under? I guess that one. Should I do this one? I think I'll put it, excuse me, I think I'll put it underneath this one. So we're going to insert insert Cube 3D. We are going to initialize that to a Q-cube. And now I'm going to start moving it around. I need to bring it to where I can see it. I'm going to make it narrower. I'm going to bring it back up. And let's place the first one. I'm actually going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to turn it a little bit because I want to be able to see it. Oh, I'm going to make it a little wider this way, and I'm going to push it over here. And then I'm going to hold this thing sideways. And I'm gonna make it wider. I'm gonna move it up until I feel like the angle is more than the angle over here on this corner is more than more than 50 degrees. So that's probably where I'm gonna go with it. And then I can, oh wait, I don't need all these things here, so let's go to ZModeler and we'll go to delete. Sorry, I have to solo it because it doesn't recognize my input. Let's delete those two and go away from solo. And let's bring this in. I need to, no, I don't need to turn it. I want to pull this in. So it's the same angle roughly as that other block, and then I'm going to push this up. And it's not going to be tremendously pretty right there, but it will help support that part. And in fact, what I guess I can do, I can pull this in like that, and then pull that out like that, and now we've got a support coming from a place that's not touching the bottom of it. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this. Let's turn off the polyframe for a second. I'm going to duplicate this. How's the sound quality today? Am I sounding okay, folks? Let me know. Duplicate that, and I'm going to move it over to here. And I'm going to zoom back out and move this back over. Maybe I can do this one this way, and that way I won't have to worry about it being all over the place. So we're going to move this up now. Oh, that's running into something that's cutting it off, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm not going to move that up now. I'm going to move the whole thing up now till that touches. That's going to need to be there. We're going to need to make this wider. Maybe not. We're going to need to make it like here, but we're also going to need to make it wider. And we do that by, let's go to transparent. And we're going to move this over to here. And I'm going to move that to there, so that's for vertical. And I'm going to move this to there. That's not entirely vertical, is it? So let's fix that. W, let's fix that to there. And let's see how we're going to do this, because I think what I want to do, excuse me, is I want to have this thing sticking up out of there. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make this bigger. There we go. That's kind of what I'm looking for right there. It's got to go far enough out to support that edge somewhat more. But you can't have that overhang right there. Always a conundrum, this sort of thing. Oh, Matt says it sounds good. Hey, brother, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today. My younger brother, Matt, the amazing photographer, is in the hood, in the house. He is el hombre en la cantina, the man in the bar. Yes, I know. Okay, so I'm trying not to drift in space because I can drift in space a lot. It's kind of a thing that I do. Goes along with being a Starshipwright, I guess. Alright, so we're going to create some twistery here because I'm going to go over... No. I'm getting some display lag. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to do. Oh, right, yeah, I want to take this and turn it sideways. And I want to pull that in somewhat. And maybe pull it down and pull it in. Now this is where the object starts to depart from the sketch pretty dramatically because I need to put these things on here for, you know, if I don't put this thing on here, it's not going to print right. So let's see what we get. You know what? I'm going to need to do some articulating on this, aren't I? Well, that's all right. That looks, that actually looks kind of okay, believe it or not. I'm not sad about how that looks there on the front. Maybe I should do this. No, that's not working very well. All right, we'll do that, and then I'm going to quit. And I'm going to go solo and put a polyfill. I'm going to insert an edge loop there and go back to where I can see the dang thing. And I'm going to slide. Let's slide points by brush radius. If you have any questions about ZBrush while I'm doing this, please let me know, and I will be happy to tell you. Oh yeah, Matt's working from home. We're all working from home. This is work, believe it or not. Can you believe I sort of almost possibly kind of get paid for this? No, not really. Well, I do actually get paid for this because my Spaceship Club folks send me each $10 a month, and that's how they get their spaceship. I could go back. Okay. So let's turn off polyframe. Let's look at that. Yes, it's ugly. Let's crease it and do some dynamic subdiv. Oh, that's actually kind of pleasant. I kind of like that. That leaves me a place to put details in. So zoom 3D, and I'm going to mirror and weld on the X direction, so now it's on both sides. So that should mitigate some of the potential problems with support on that side. I think I'm going to need to go back to this one, and let's turn on the polyframe again. All right, I'm going to delete. This is such a pain in the butt. Solo, delete, unsolo. Let's turn off polyframe, zoom, and yeah, I'm not liking how that looks now. So let's move this over again so that it is vertical. All right. And we will move this part over again. Oops, sorry. Quit. Selecting stuff in ZBrush is different. Has a very strange interface ZBrush does. It took me 18 months to figure out how to use it, but I got some help from a wonderful guy on YouTube who I will be forever grateful to. His name is Michael Pavlovich. You can find him on YouTube, Pavlovich, and he is the most incredible ZBrush teacher that I have found. I'm sure there are others who are equally good, but Mike is special. Because of him, I was able to learn how to walk myself through all this stuff, and that's all good. So let's see, where are we? What time is it? 9:26. So, let's see, what am I going to do here? I think I can lift this corner in a way that will work. Let's be careful about it, but yes, I can. I think that's going to work okay. Let's crease and subdivide it again, and yep, that's working okay. Is that far enough out? I'm sitting here measuring with my hand and just kind of going like this way. Or do I have, I think I have a protractor here someplace, and I can just put it on my screen. Where did that go? Where are you? Hello? I don't see it because my office is a mess. I haven't had a chance to clean it up since last week. Or ever, really. Well, let's see. 45 degrees, about like that. About like that. So, right? Yeah, it's about there. So, is that more than 45? Yes, that is. That should actually work okay. Now, let's see. I need to also do it. Oh, right. We need to mirror and weld X. Oops, it didn't work. I turned off X, that's why. Mirror and weld X. There you go. And lastly, but not leastly, we need to do the same thing. Let's, once again, insert Cube 3D. And let's initialize it to a Q-cube. This time I'm going to do it to a resolution of 1, so it's just one polygon for each side of the cube. And let's zoom it out. There we go. Scale it out. And we're going to set that right there. We're going to squeeze it in just a bit because we're going to do some interesting stuff with it. Or I think it's interesting, but you know, I'm a weird guy. We need to make it taller there. And do that. And now we're going to move this part up. And we are going to scale it in. And I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to scale it to here. And then I'm going to insert an edge loop right there. Why is it not unselecting? Oh, because it's lagging? Because it's clueless. And I'm going to put that there again, and unsolo, and no, I'm not going to turn it once again. Not going to turn it. This needs to come all the way to there. And hopefully that gives us a better than 45-degree angle, which it does. Now if I crease this and hit D, you can see that it curves. I'm going to need... Okay. 50. It did not crease this. Let's turn this on. If you haven't seen this in ZBrush, creasing puts a little, like sort of a dotted line on each side of the line that's creased, and this one is not creased. So I have to quit here. I have to switch to crease edge, and I have to crease that edge. And I have to crease this edge. And I'm going to zoom back, and all creasing does is it makes a hard, sharp edge so that when you hit subdivision, it does that. Subdivisions in the high school halls, in the shopping malls, in the polygon modeling, subdivisions. Yeah, you know me, I'm a nerd. Okay, so there we go. We miss you, Professor. We really miss you. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to turn the subdivision up one notch to 3. 3 shall be the number of the subdivisions, and the number of the subdivisions shall be 3. 5 is right out. No, that's not working. So let's go to solo. And bink. And unsolo. And this I need to, again, going to scale this out. So yeah, if you're just joining us, I am working on the structural bits of this spaceship, because some of them are not going to print right if I don't make these changes. I don't want you to have, I don't want my Spaceship Club members to have a, you know, an ugly looking ship because the overhangs didn't print right. Yeah. I think that's okay. Let's, we're going to slide that point back just a tad. Okay. That should actually work. What I'm going to do later, and I don't know how much later, but it is going to be later. What I'm going to do later is print a test print of this. Print a test print to make sure that it prints without all kinds of things hanging off of it. Saving progress file, it auto-saves. So, okay. Meanwhile, back at the motel. How are we looking here? We're looking okay. I gotta change this on the back, change those on the back. That works fine. So I'm going to, again, mirror and weld. Wonder if I could pull down this corner a little bit. Oh, wait, let's turn on symmetry. X for symmetry. That's kind of automatically on the x-axis. We can pull that down a bit and move it in. Okay, or not move it in, scale it in, because I'm doing both front and back. There we go. Quit. Okay, and there's some reinforcements. Again, not incredibly pretty, but it'll work. We do have a problem here in that these gaps that you're seeing, let me turn on transparent. This stuff here, that is not at an angle that's going to print properly. So I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to select that corner, and I'm going to pull this corner down some. Now, this one's not going to get all the way to, oops. Let's quit that. And again, activate symmetry by hitting X. And invert that. And let's bring this to here. We're not going to get this to less than 50 degrees. So this is going to be a little bit ugly underneath, but it's in a hidden spot, and that should work out okay anyway. All right, so now we turn off transparent. We've got a much steeper angle there, and that will be fine. Actually, let's do this. Can I do that? Yeah, let's just turn that out a little bit. Cool, quit. And let's see, have we lost anything? Oh yeah, we did. We chopped into that. So let's pull this back down a little bit so we're not chopping into that piece, and we've got a nice sharp corner there. Excellent. Alrighty. What next? Are there any other extreme problems that we're going to need to deal with? Yeah, there's one that I can definitely see. We still need to clean up some other bits of these reinforcements. The back bits are looking a little ugly, so let's look at the back of the ship. And we don't like that. Let's go here. And I'm gonna do a thingectomy here, I think, or am I not? No, I'm not. What I'm gonna do instead is, I don't know. Let's do that, and let's turn on X for symmetry, and I'm gonna actually push this out, right? Is that changing the front? Better not. Push this out. Quit. And let's try that again. Push this out. Oh, you know what I ought to do? Let's make a separate piece for the back, because the front is looking as it probably ought to, but the back needs a different piece. So we will look at that, and that is fine, but the back is not. So now we need to, once again, what am I going to do? You know what I'm going to do, kids. I'm going to insert another cube. I'm going to wind up collapsing these down into one thing, but for now, insert cube 3D. Go down here, and I'm going to make it a 1 resolution cube, so 1 polygon per face of the cube. And I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to shrink it to there so I can't see it. And I'm going to look at the side view here and push it back. And then I'm going to raise that up. Let's see who salutes. And I'm going to move this over just slightly and bring it down so it's touching the bed. And I'm going to, oops, no. Right, yes, I am. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move this over to there. Quit. I'm going to leave that side going straight up, but I'm going to select that corner. And I'm going to lean this bad boy out so it is parallel with that other cut. And is that going to work for us? Well, it will when I slide this part forward to there and slide the whole thing outwards again to there, right? Or actually to there. And then I'm going to slide that bit into there. And at some point when I go to do detailing, which will be later today, I'll, between 10 and 11, I'll be detailing this out. I will be, putting in greebles and stuff on that, and part lines and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, that is largely it. I think that's gonna do it. Oh, there's one more place. I need to. Let's go to this thing here. And I just want to solo that for a second. Okay, and let's put the poly frame on for a second. Now I'm going to, this says QMesh a poly and it's on symmetry, so it will actually QMesh, but instead I'm going to turn off symmetry and I'm going to do inset polygroup island, inset region, which will allow me to pull this in like so. And I'm going to turn off solo. Let's see. I want to slide edge, and I'm going to turn that on. I want to slide this up to there. I'm going to slide these edges in. Right, because that is, it doesn't look like 50 degrees. I'm gonna make a little bit of a thing here. So now I'm going to inset single poly, and I'm not going to inset region. And I'm going to turn the, we've got the thing on. Turn off inset region. No, inset each poly. So now I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to QMesh. I'm going to pull this out a bit. And I'm going to solo. I'm going to mask that off. And I'm just going to pull this out by hand until it's there. And then we turn off solo. And now we have a better look for that. And also I can slide that edge up. Let's slide that edge again. Slide this edge again. Rotate, zoom 3D, and turn off the polyframe. And that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to stick in one more sphere, one more cube here. So insert, cube 3D gives me a new subtool. Quit. Let's do the same thing again. Initialize to a 1 polygon Q cube. I don't know if there is a way to make one, the resolution 1 be the default. I will have to look that up somewhere because I have no idea. And here we go. So I want to tilt this forward and push it back. And rotate it in even a little bit more. In fact, I think I want to do that with it. And I think that will do it for there. Okay, so now we got to clean stuff up. Go here, go here. We'll go to the back. I didn't duplicate that back piece yet, did I? So this one needs to be mirror and welded along the x-axis, and there it is. Okay, I think we've got ourselves a completely fleshed out spaceship. So now I'm going to do some cleanup. It's very important to do cleanup with your files when you're working on this sort of thing. Let's see. So I'm going to look at my right. Okay, so this one, merge down. Okay. Merge down. Okay. Merge down. Okay. And merge down. Okay. So that should be, which ones? Oop. I can't undo that. So I've made a mistake. Crease. Oop. Command Z, Command Z. Where did my thing go? Oh no, did I lose my teeth? I lost my teeth, didn't I? I messed up. Where are my teeth? Are they in here somewhere? Let's solo that. Oh yeah, my teeth are gone. Crease. I lost my teeth because I hit undo at the wrong time. That's okay, I can make more. Solo off. Let's see. Those them? No, those are subtractors, right? What the heck are those? I don't know what those are. What are they? Did I mess something up? Probably. Well, no worries. That's a subtractor. Let's turn it on. I don't know what it subtracts from at the moment. Ah, yes. Okay, that's that thing. Here. Subtract. That's that hole up there. Yeah. Right. I lost my teeth. I need to put my teeth back together. Let's do that here. We will insert. Once again, we're going to do insert, cube 3D, initialize to 1, 1, 1, 1, cube, and bring it out where I can see it, and put it here, and scale it, and put it roughly where I want it to be, kind of, sort of, maybe, and push it in. That's a little wider than the one that was there before, so I'm going to shrink that. I'm going to move it over. And we are going to move this part down to there. Very nice. We are going to scale it in slightly, and we're going to move it over slightly. So there we go, mirror and weld X, and now I've got my teeth again. Very quick. So ZBrush, I found out from watching Mike Pavlovich that ZBrush is really kind of forgiving. When you're doing this kind of low-res stuff, if you mess something up, you can just do it again. It almost always works just fine to just do it again. All right, yeah, that looks like a very pugnacious, grumpy fighting dude, doesn't it? All right, cool. That's exactly what I was going for. So that is our main construction here. Now, from this, I'm going to do because we have live Boolean here, I will zoom out. If I turn off live Boolean, you can see all the chunks that I'm subtracting or intersecting, or the add ones look the same, but the subtractors subtract. You can see I've got a very large subtractor on the back there to cut out all that stuff in the middle. Yeah, okay, yep, that's where it should be. All right, now before I do anything else, no, I don't want that. Before I do anything else, let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to turn it a little bit. I'm going to turn on perspective. And I'm going to turn on my scale dude. Hi, scale dude. It's Nick Z average human. I'm going to save because that's really important in ZBrush. It blows up all the time. Hi, I see someone else has joined us. Hey, how you doing, whoever you are? Say hello in the chat, please. Please. More the merrier. And, you know, again, any questions, throw them into the chat, and I'll try to answer them. When I turn my head this way, I'm looking at the chat or at the screen. So that's a beautiful thing. And I'm going to go to, yeah, I'm going to do that. So now we're going to do a BPR, Best Preview Render. And that'll take a little time. Is it working? No. There we go. Now it is rendering the best preview render, which we will then export as a work in progress image, which I will put in the news post that I'm going to be putting up later today on the Patreon. If you are not a member of my Patreon, it's only $1 a month to get in on it. Hey, that guy's floating above the ground. Well, and he's also unclothed. But anyway, there you go. That's a best preview render in perspective. I'm going to go to Document, Export. I'm going to make it a JPEG. No, not a PNG, a JPEG. I'm going to click on that name so I don't have to type it again. Hit WIP02. And let's frame this nicely. Compose that a little bit better than it was. And say OK. So now I've got a record of here's where we were today. And I guess I can turn it around to zoom out. And let's do that and turn it this way. And zoom back in so we can see the back of the ship. And I'm going to render that out again. BPR, it's the button at the top right on the center part of the screen. Ow, just yanked my headphones. Sorry if that made a big noise. And there we go. Okay, so then we will, again, document, export, JPEG, it defaults to PSD. And we will name this O2B. And I'll pull that out a little bit. And down a little bit. And down. And okay. And that's our image. All right. Now comes the fun part, I guess. I'm going to turn off perspective. I'm going to turn off old Nick there, but we're going to leave everything else on. I haven't named anything here. Let's see. What is this? That's an add. That's a subtract, right? Okay, so let's add this up. What's that? This is the rename outer ends. We're going to rename this one the football. Da football. Football. Football, football. This is, we're going to rename this to base 1. We're going to look at this, and this is the rename base 1 SUBT in capital letters. That's how I indicate that I've got a subtractor to myself, a little shorthand. Use whatever you want. This is the rename. This is the back large subt. There we go. And this is the center piece. That's what it is. It is a center piece. What's this? This is, don't know what that is. Oh, that's all my, let's rename that. That is my, what do I call these? Support. This is the angle supports. This is the rename eyes, brows. What's this? Let's turn that off. Where is that? Let's see. That's somewhere that I can't see. Is that my teeth? Ah, yes, it is my teeth. Okay, so we hit this and we go rename and say teeth. And then this cube is nose, because there's all kind of face parts here. And let's see. Yeah. I think that's working okay. Nothing seems to be sticking out incorrectly. Now that I have all these parts, let's see what else we got. What's this? Okay, that's the top tower. And these are the rename top rear underscore sub. And there we go. So now we have names for everything. So I won't get lost, and now we will save it again. Save early, save often, save ZBrush as often as you can, even if it's auto-saving, you still want to do that. Oop, my outer ends have turned off. Okay, now we're going to make this one piece. And I am going to make Boolean mesh with dsdiv on. I'm going to start it with dafubal. So this is how we make one piece. When I'm done with this, it's going to be one piece. Actually, let me select that. I want to turn the subdivisions up a little to smooth that out. Quit and back to here. There we go. Save again, just in case it crashes while it's booleaning, because it sometimes do that, even though ZBrush is by a billion miles the best boolean that I've ever seen. And that, I'm sorry, Modo, I love you, but that includes MeshOps booleans. Am I missing? Yeah, I am missing a piece. I'm missing a piece in the angle supports. Oh man, did I lose that too? Grump. You know what? Let's try it as is. Okay, so I'm going to click Allow Dynamic Subdivision, which will it'll mesh the two things together in a Boolean and keep the tiny subdivisions made by the dynamic subdivision system. So it should look exactly the same. Union remeshing in progress. Takes a bit. New. All right, now that should make a new tool, and here it is. UMesh outer ends. Let us turn on the polyfill. You can see how some of them have a lot of polys and some of them don't. And that's fine, because what I'm going to do next, I'm going to dynamesh this thing, because we're going to start pretty much just carving into it. Yeah, we're going to start carving into it with the chisel tool. So I'm going to duplicate this, turn off the other one, and I'm going to go to Geometry, Dynamesh. Now what Dynamesh does, if you're not familiar with ZBrush, what Dynamesh does is it remeshes this whole thing in squares, quads, and you can, depending on the resolution, it makes bigger or smaller quads. So I'm going to turn the blur to 0 and hit project. I'm going to leave this at 128 because I want to see what size it will give us. So it is now, right, so you can see if I zoom in that these are all quads. They're much smaller than the ones that were on there, but these are all basically the same size quads. And the thing should look almost exactly the same, not quite the same. I'm actually going to bump the resolution up to 256 and redo the Dynamesh. Oop. Made it 504. That's going to take a while. Let's hit S. Let's hit escape. Escape. Okay. Let's turn on that polyframe again. No. I want to go Command Z. So there we go. So I want to turn the blur to 0. I want to hit that and go 2, 5, 6. Enter. And then hit Dynamesh. And it is working. This is going to be about 500,000 points. Yeah, now you can see the squares are half the size that they were. Let's turn polyframe off. Now it's still not looking great. Let's undo. Let's turn off project. Turn the blur down. And let's go to, yeah, 360. Let's try 360. And Dynamesh. And let's see what we get. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for our purposes because this is just for carving. Excuse me. Where's my hand sanitizer? I don't know. I'll get to it. This will give us a very high resolution mesh. Look at that. It's got some interesting stuff going on there, but that's okay. So from here, we're just going to start carving lines into this thing. I'm going to make it X symmetry. And I'm going to get my chisel brush, which is BCH. And so we're going to give it a test. What's my... I'm going to move that over so I can see my size. Okay, 18 is too big. We're going to need to go down to 8. That's the correct size for doing this. And we will start carving in lines. Actually, you know what? I think I can make that bigger. I think I can make this 10. Let's try 10 for draw size, or 11. What does 11 look like? That is good. So now, while we're doing this, this is a thing that you have to do when you're carving with the chisel tool. You store a morph target, and that makes the chisel tool work better. Your lines can cross each other, and you can start a new line, and it doesn't make the line any deeper. Without the morph target, it deepens the line. So we're going to undo that. Now I'm going to figure out where we're going to put our lines. So let's try right there. And right there. And I'll pull that up a little further. All right, there's 2. They go right into the inside of the thing. This is the door, so we're going to need to do some cool line work on this. Oops. Nope, too far. This is on lazy mouse, right? Yeah, okay. So zoom in. I'm going to pull that up to there and let go, and that didn't work. If you hold down Shift, it will let you pull out a line a ways, and when you let go of Shift, it draws it for you. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And let's do this. And connect these. Very good. And connect these. Very good. All right. And I'll tilt this down a little bit because we can extend these all the way to there. I believe if you want to, this can be reversed. Let's see. Let's hit Shift and no. How do you shift? You usually do Alt, right? Yeah, that makes it stick up. So, in addition to making them stick down, if you hold Option, you can make them stick up. How cool is that? That probably won't print right though, so I'm not going to make it stick up there. I'm going to make it stick up here. Oop, no, I don't want to do that. Let's Shift, Option, let go of Shift, and pull it. There we go. That's cool. So now we're looking at the largest of the lines here. pull one from there to there. Go out straight a little bit. Then pull down to there. Pull across. Oop. Across there. And we can do this. And come over. Yeah, ZBrush is really, really amazing. It's true. Let's pull that out. And there we go. 3D. Da-dee-dee-doo. Make that one stick. Oh, that happens every once in a while. My mouse doesn't work right, or the driver glitches. There we go. Those can come up. Let's see. We are experiencing logistical difficulties. Please stand by. In case I have to quit this, here's a thing that can be done. There's a brush called IMM Primitives, which is Insert Multi-Mesh. And it has things you can stick on the outside of things. Let me give you an example. Pull this down. I'm going to use this. I'm just going to drag this out. And I want to split masked points because now this is a separate object. And I can scale that down a bit and push it in. And let's rotate it that way. No, I kind of like it doing that. So there we go. There's 2 bits, and we'll Boolean all that together eventually. But here we are. So now we got that. Oop, no, I didn't want to do that. I'm re-dynameshing. When you drag the select thing, it re-dynameshes. So that's things we can do. I will be inserting more of those things. Let's zoom in on this tower. Up on the top, and we can pretty much just, put some, oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to the chisel brush, and we will, I know it's not symmetrical, but it doesn't matter. We'll make a couple of window type things there. Oh, actually, check this out. So I can do that, and then where's that morph brush? I think I can do this. I think I can. Brush requires a valid morph target. I have a morph target, you idiot. Let's see. Do I have to switch the morph target back? Where's morph target? Here it is. No. There is a morph target, and it's not giving it to me. So, well, whatever. Okay, leave me alone. I haven't figured that one out yet. That might be a bug. Oop, no, let's, I want that sticking up. There we go. And there we go. I didn't do any detailing on the sketch for this because I did that sketch in about 20 seconds. So let's try this. Do that. And let's draw this down to the center. Oh, exactly 45 degrees. That's pretty... Oh, that was crazy. That went right the first time. That's amazing. That doesn't usually happen. Okay, we can do that again by going, let's go higher and go to there. Perfect. And let's do this from the top view. Pull this out straight. Very nice. Let's pull another one straight like that. Too far. Another one straight, and click, and boom. There we go. Very nice. Now, I know this probably looks a little rough around the edges, but when it 3D prints, it will be nice and smooth. That level of resolution just doesn't happen in the 3D print. We need a little bit more here. Let's just pull that out very slowly until it does that. Very good. And once again, let's pull from here through that and to the center. And then a little bit farther. No, not that far. A little bit farther, very slowly, very slowly. Go. Ooch, there we have it. Very, very good. And let's pull this one out a little farther. Excellent. And let's look at the back view. Zoom out, do this, and zoom. And let's pull that down to there. Oop, that didn't work right. Pull that down to there. And again, over here from the tip, bring it to there, and there we go. Perfect. Excellent. I love making these panel lines. This is fun, you know. I mean, this part of it is actually fun. Let's make a couple going up in here. There we go. And again. Very good. Very nice. I like that. Ridges popping up, ridges going down. Let's put an up ridge here as well. Boonk. Very good. Very good. Right. And let us make a down ridge here. No, not that far. Panel cut right there. And straight up for a ways. And I'm actually going to make a weird line. From this angle it will be pretty straight, but from others it will be very curved. Right, very good. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the video tape. And we need to pull this out to here and make a straight. We're making a straight. We are making a pull it straight into there. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a line from here to there. So we've got 3 radiating lines from there. That's kind of cool. And let's make another vertical here. And then we'll go to the side and pull that toward the center roughly to there. And then pull this down to there. And this is it. This is the fun part for me. Once we're done with this, I put in all these crazy lines, and eventually I'll just wind up printing the thing. So we're going to need some stuffs in other places. Okay, let's do this. Right, and pull that. Oop. Pull this that way. Okay. Now, if I want to do something asymmetrical, I have to turn off symmetry. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn off X. Bring this out. Bring this back. Pull this over again. Oop. To there. Then pull this at 30 degrees, roughly, to there. And then connect them. All right, and now I can turn symmetry back on. Oh, actually, wait, I don't want to. Oop, VX, sorry about that. I want to make a hatch sort of thing here and connect too far and connect and connect. Oop, too far. And connect. And grab over here and also connect. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this off at 10:30, so 9 minutes. This will be a little bit shorter than planned, which happens. Ooh, that I want to be symmetrical, actually. So here we go. And let's make another one here. Okay. I also want to extend that hatch up onto the tower. So I'm going to go to the back view. I'm going to zoom in a little. And I'm going to pull this up. Oop. Got to turn off symmetry, otherwise it'll carve the whole thing. Up to there and up to here and over to there. Look at that, isn't that great? Beautiful. Okay, so 7 minutes. We're going to cut off in 7 minutes. We're not going to run till 11 today. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. Gotta take care of family stuff. All right. Let's see, where else does it need a bit of a line? It's a bit of a line here. Oh, let's go symmetrical on that. There's a bit of a line here. It's a little too far. There's a bit of a line here. And definitely going to want to input some windows there. I'll do that with the IMM brush, I would think. Let's do this. Now let's do it from here. Alrighty. And let's add another panel to the door by going like this, and then straight across. Then we can connect these like that. Looks reasonably industrial, I would say. Pull this over along there. Fine. Very good. Oh, very nice. Okay, how much time we got? 6 minutes, going to 6 minutes. 6 minutes and counting. Let's do that from here, because then we can see the center as we are going toward it. And also, let's do it here. We go. And let's make that go to there. And this go to there. No, that's too far. This to there. Perfect. And we'll connect those two. Yep. Make another one all the way in the back, and this one is not going to be front to back symmetrical. There we go. See that polyframe? Oh, you can't even see it. It's so dark. Zoom 3D. And we'll do this. And pull that out straight that way to there. Pull that down. And we will make some appropriate greeblies along there. A little later. No. Oh. My time sense has just totally gotten weird because, you know, it seems like time is going by much slower than it was before. Am I talking faster? I wonder. 3D. Yeah, okay, so there. I think we're going to need to put one here too. It's a little empty over there. Yeah, all right. And then from there, we can make another one that comes toward there. That's too far. Another one that comes toward the center to about there. Oh, perfect. Very good. And pull down to there. Ah, excellent. So that looks like it makes sense for panel lines. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Do a few more of these. I'm going to finish this up probably on my own time tonight. I had hoped to finish during this live stream, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. That. And pull that all the way to there. And it's close enough. I know it wasn't pretty, but it's good enough. Close enough for government work. There we go. Nah, I don't like that panel. We'll let that go. 2 minutes. Well, folks, we're wrapping it up. I hope that all of you who have been here have at least somewhat enjoyed my witty repartee. And, you know, some of this crazy spaceship making stuff. I'm sorry that I have to cut things off early. We have a logistical problem that needs to be solved. And I am the man to solve it. So, 1 more minute to go. Let's make some obvious sort of panel lines over here. These clearly needs something over here. And we will pull that down at this angle, 10 minutes, 10 degrees. And with this, I will say goodbye, my friends, and see you on the next public live stream next week. Same time, same channel, different spaceship. most likely. Come on back and stay a while, you hear? Let's flip it over to my FaceTime cam. Come on back next week. Here, I'll move over. Come on back next week and stay a while.